Hello and welcome to our video presentation of our 1989 Ford Sierra Sapphire Cosworth two-wheel drive car on an F plate. Absolutely outstanding condition. So owned by the last owner since 2011, HPI clear, old MOTs, comprehensive service history. Interestingly, all Ford main dealer up until about 2000-ish, somewhere around there. Loads of invoices. So yeah, great opportunity. Very rare now to find in this condition. We find Cosworths at the moment in the current marketplace. They're either totally original and sometimes concourse and fetching astronomical money, or they are relatively rough, possibly usable and still good fun. We're offering something sort of down the middle here, so we'll come on to the mods shortly, and on that note dive straight into the engine bay. So we've just had this car into Graham Good at Leicester, renowned marque specialist, and spent nearly £5,000 under here. Basically reworked cylinder head, we've had everything checked, cam belt service. It's obviously been aesthetically improved as they've gone along with it all. So in terms of mods, this car's running somewhere between 350-400 brake horsepower, we feel. And please see the description and photographs for details on that. But anyone can speak to Graham Good about this car if they are serious in terms of buying it. It's been worked on by a Cosworth specialist within that company that's worked on these cars since day one. So we think that was the right thing to do. But just looking under here, I mean, you could stand and look at this all day and appreciate how clean it is. But yeah, hopefully this video comes across as long as with the as well as the photographs, to give a good idea on what one would expect condition wise. So again, not concourse, but very, very clean, very solid this car throughout, and obviously that engine bay is an absolute delight. So I'll just put that bonnet down to do the rest of this video showing the condition. We do have evidence that this car was resprayed in the past, probably to deal with corrosion and minor marks here and there, because panel wise it all looks pretty original. There's nothing sinister in terms of obvious panels being welded in, etc. But yeah, very, very clean, very straight, panel gaps all good. What appears to be original glass work throughout. Just drawing to all this because obviously these have been in a bad accident or even had the windows put through, as these sort of things often happen back in the day for theft reasons and things like that. It's just nice to see one in this state. There's even evidence of old sort of security systems that are, you know, to the period of this car. So looks absolutely amazing condition wise. Paint's really good throughout. No significant areas that would need respraying, no major corrosion or anything of that nature. Very, very clean and original looking panel wise. So we have checked this car thoroughly underneath as well, just to make sure it hasn't slipped into that category where there's definitely an adverse history to it. It does have a 4x4 bonnet. This will have been put on, you know, a number of years ago because they were desirable to have with those vents. So again, not totally original this car, but the price does reflect that, and it is a really trick thing in its own right. So 17-inch OZ alloys. We do have an original set of Cosworth wheels available, but they will not fit over these uprated Brembo brakes, and I think given the power, as left as they are, we've had all the hoses done as part of the preparation as well. But this car does brake really well and cope with that power. On the subject of brakes, the rear disc pads and calipers and cables, they're all brand new. They've also been sorted out, and hopefully you can see through there. Not only do they look great, but they perform exactly as they should. Just got a glimpse of that shock absorber there. It looks like it's got Coney rear shockers. Obviously that sports exhaust sounds good. Typical Cosworth, not too loud, but just releases some power and gives it a slightly better sound than standard. Yeah, very nostalgic looking at this car, and just think it's a great opportunity to find something in this condition. Apologies for the sunlight, but the interior is quite remarkable actually. But with 81,000 miles, we wouldn't expect it to be a horror story, although some of them are. But yeah, original Recaro seats, again, great condition. Doesn't even smell of tobacco in here, so can't say it's never been smoked in. Who can at this age? But it still smells sort of like a typical old Ford of this era. But yeah, very, very good condition. No significant issues on the headlining, just the usual wear and tear, but very original looking, and probably got what we'd like to call patina, I suppose, given that it's a classic car now. We're not going to start restoring this thing and making it better than new. There's no point, and it's not cost effective. But you know, these cars were like this when they was a few years old in most cases, so I'm sure any realistic buyer will appreciate this car for what it is. No significant wear there. We haven't gone too mad in terms of cleaning this interior, because it is a fragile material. However, I do think this car, depending on the next owner and what they want to do with it, warrants a thorough detailing session after this stage of our preparation and before handover. So that is available. We can put this into a specialist who would commence a sort of 2 or 3 day program, just going round machine polishing, correcting and protecting the elements of this car. Just little bits like that, for example, would benefit from tidying up. But we've pretty much done all the mechanical on this car. We've put some sympathetic miles on it to make sure it's reliable, and it is. It drives absolutely brilliant, extremely fast. The power delivery is like nothing we've experienced recently, and we sell supercars as a business and have done for 19 years, but there's something about a good Cosworth that just gives you that fun factor, and this car definitely hits the spot. So hopefully this gives a good overview. I can't really be too critical about it because it's in such good condition. Just trying to focus on bits that a buyer might look at, but honestly it really is exactly as one would expect, if not better. There are some real horror stories out there, as I'm sure we all know, but this is not one of them. Great opportunity, great service history, great fun, on the button reliable, and available now. So thank you for watching.